Well, I'm currently in the doghouse. The last 2 weekends, I've been working on trying to renovate the dog kennels. This is my first attempt, number one. I've got five to do altogether. Um, it's gone pretty well. I am just finishing off painting inside, but I'll show you all now the process of what I did and the finished product. So today I'm starting another job, even though I haven't finished any of the other jobs that I've started. So the plan is to make this back into a kennel. So this one's the least destructed one. Got the heat lamp and everything in there. The actual kennel is still there. And so the plan is to tidy up, move all this stuff, and those sight fences there, I'm going to try and make into a run around here. I'm going to sink them into the floor, about 10 centimeters into the ground here, just here. Take it along and hopefully it'll work. So fingers crossed. Right, so I've tidied up this area all around here, all the crap and everything that was there. I've marked out where my posts are going, so I want to drop the corners in about 10 mil. So it'll leave me a bit of a gap, so when I'm washing, jet washing and cleaning it all out, the water and everything can still go underneath without getting stuck. So I've marked up my squares here. I'm going to cut a square out, 10 mil deep, either end, drop them in, fill them with cement. I know it's not going to be a perfect, because it's not very deep, it's only 10 centimeters, so it's not going to be very, very deep. But I'm going to then put some brackets here on the wall here and some clips then around here just to hold the fence in place. I've got the grinder on here and ground off all the loose rust, so it's still very strong. And I will spray paint it, make it look a bit nicer. I might grab some tomorrow, we'll see. So yeah, so I'll get on and hopefully it'll look good. So this drill bit here is, I think, 11 centimeters to this edge, so I'll just use that as a guide and I'll cut a square and then drill a few holes, make a square, and then I'll get into it with a chisel in and chisel it out. Laney, what are you barking at? What are you barking at? Tell Dakota, so stop barking. That was a lot harder than I expected. I've got those dug out now, both ends. So I'm going to drop this in and see how it sits. So I've got, this is a floor screed cement, fast drying cement for floor screeds. It's not really designed for this, and it's a dry mix as well, so I don't have the tools or anything to do to mix it properly, but I'm going to go with what I have, and it's out of date as well, so it might not even mix, but we'll see. We use what we have and we get on with it. I was going to put the cement in first, But then when I seen the size of the aggregate in it, because I wanted it to go up into the tube, but the size of the aggregate there, it's not going to work, I don't think. So. Look at that. You'd almost think I planned it, wouldn't you? Right, just check how level it is. Okay, need something just to hold that up. Touch more, just something slightly, just a touch. Nope, a bit more. That'll do. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. That's close enough. Doesn't need to be perfect. Let's take you to have a look. Yeah, look. Not too bad. So I'm just going to wire these on to secure it. So, how do you think? What do you think so far?
Let's see.
Getting there, yeah?
And how much cost the one?
There's two of these gates and one with the opening. And 6 clamps. I think it's €240 or something like that. 40, 240.
What do you want, lady? What do you want? Look at that.
Thank you very much. She probably wants to go in. Probably have to put maybe one clip here at the top, just in case the dog jumps up or wherever. But the rest of it, I think that's going to be fine. That's going to be spot on. This is the hard bit now, trying to figure out what I'm going to do in this corner. I think I'm gonna have to cut one of the panels in half, fix it to this wall, and I don't know then, because I got the gate on there which going to go probably almost covering the whole of the second kennel as well, because these are 2 meters wide and my gate is 3.5 meters, so I think it's going to give me half a meter. But you know, have a look. We'll figure it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the camera over so you can see. So I'm going to cut here. So keep that on it, and then this I'm going to use as a fence panel for out in the garden. Safety first, guys. Always safety first. If you can see me from through there, I'm going to cut down maybe 50 centimeters and then sink these into the ground, obviously the other way up, spray them green, give me a bit of garden fencing. That's something else anyway to watch. Okay. I was hoping that end was going to be more like here. Should have measured it first, shouldn't I? Would have been a good idea. Now what? Leave it with me, I'll have a think. I measured from the wall to the end there, it works out 3.46 meters. So I'm just gonna mark that there, so whatever happens now, I know that's exactly where the foot needs to be. Obviously I'm overhanging here on the edge, so I'll probably have to put something at the end to block up, because obviously if it's a small dog or something, I don't want them getting stuck down the sides. So, well, I was recording away there, doing all this, fixing all this up, explaining everything I was doing. Didn't press record, did I? But anyway, I changed it. I've put the different one on. I've cut the ends off so it's not overhanging. I'll probably stick something on the ends just to make sure they're not sharp. They seem okay, but just in case. I fixed it on with battens, so that's good and strong. I've got to do this now. So this is essentially what it's going to look like. But like I said earlier on, the end of the gate goes all the way through to like here, look, and it's not going to give you enough space for the gate. So I'm probably going to call it a day for now. Because I'm going to have a think about how I'm going to do it. But I think maybe if I can get out of here without falling on me. What I think I might do is cut it off here, and at the bottom cut that off, and then fix this one on, which I was going to use originally on the wall but decided not to, because I got the brackets, so the brackets will hold it together. So, but there you are. I'll come back to that. tomorrow. Yeah. Gonna have a beer now. Right, well, that now is cut for there. So I have the gate and everything there. Obviously it's not strong, but what I'm going to do now is get rid of this, as this isn't needed right now. Right, now I need the clamps. So I have to decide now. Right, okay, so it gives you actually a bit of a gap, so it's going to be a bit stepped out, or I could do it that way a bit. Probably that way would be better. Should I put the gate that way or the other way? That way, I think. I need 2 pairs of hands here. Yeah, probably the best way to do it. No, I'm going to have to do it the other way because that's going to be sunk into the ground otherwise. It's my dodgy tape measure. And I can't go as deep because I need to keep the foot there. Right, I'll do this one first. Yeah, do this one first. Okay. Sink that, get that set where I need it, and then I can set this one up next. I can make a decision then on, do I cut it here or do I leave it as the full length? And with these, I should just be able to turn that around. There you go. And I can work away here then. Fair play to whoever did this concrete, it's good quality. Right, well, I've battened up this here, hold that in place. I've got the brackets in the corner here. I've got this one now cemented in. I mixed it up with too much aggregate, and so I had to mix up another batch of really runny cement to pour it down. Hopefully that'll fill the voids, but I think it'll be strong enough anyway. Have this all connected That seems pretty solid. So I still got to try and make a decision on this little bit of fence here, but I got pretty sure how I'm going to do it. So it's just a case of tidying it now, tidy up my tools, and see what it looks like in the end. So I am going to put this one upside down for now, because I realised when I put the next one on, I need to set it in the ground. And if I set this one in the ground now with the concrete, I won't be able to do it with the other one. So I'll have to do that at the same time. But for now, as a temporary measure, this will work just fine. In fact, I'll see how well it goes. It might become a permanent measure if it works really well. Let's hand tight there for a second. Let me just grab my pliers and I will tighten that up there. Right. There you go. How was that? What do you think? So, gate closes at that. Put a lock through there. That's strong and sturdy. There. So I'm just going to have a tidy up here next door. Right, next stage. Clean up in here quickly. So I've decided to go with a clean down phase next, just so I've got a clean environment to be working in, really. So I'll probably do it again later afterwards, but for now I just want to get rid of the spiders and whatnot. Sweeping brush. I think I'm going to turn you off for a minute so you don't get wet. There we go then. So that's your gate to come in. Slide it across there and you're locked in. I fixed it onto the wall here, cut it short, fixed it on, put some battening up here on the edges just to make sure there's nothing sharp there to catch the dogs. This piece here is upside down at the moment. I have to, once I come to put the other ones in, I'll turn it up the other way. It's all concreted in at the bottoms. It's not going anywhere, it's nice and strong and sturdy. Come through into here then, I've painted up the dog kennel. I'll just let that dry. Heat lamp in there at the moment, but I'm probably going to change it. When I do the other ones, I'm going to put a heat bar in there. So it's got a thermostat and everything to regulate it. And I'm probably going to paint the floor as well, and paint up the walls as well, just to make it look a bit nicer. Painting the floor will help when cleaning it and everything. Yeah, so there we go. That's the dog kennel, all complete. Thank you.